Hey everybody, we are very excited to share with you our full set of family battle raps. Now, some of you have heard of BYUtv. They have a lot of great family-friendly programming, and one of the shows they had in there recently was Wayne Brady's Comedy IQ. Now, this was an awesome show. He basically took a group of teenagers and helped them to become comedians like him, and they had to go through a series of challenges. Well, one of the weeks they did these battle raps where they had to have their negative self battle against their positive self. And we loved this because these kids had to get very vulnerable. They had to really share some of the negative thoughts that are going in their heads that we typically try not to let other people know that we're thinking. And Wayne was trying to help them understand that as a comedian, you can't have any vanity. You have to just be transparent, be willing to make fun of yourself. If there's something in there that's holding you back, the audience is going to know because you're going to be hiding that little bit from the audience. And so getting it out there is healthy. And so we love the exercise. We thought, well, we should do that too. How fun would it be? And to share with everybody some of our negative thoughts that you might relate to and how we battle them and hopefully in the end come out on top.
Hi, Weston.
Hi.
Weston was the first person in our family to do his battle rap, and he was super brave. Were you excited about it?
Yeah,
How come?
because you get a rap and it's really fun.
Was it easy to write your rap, or was it hard?
It was hard.
Yeah? Did you do it all by yourself, or did you get some help?
I got help.
Yeah? What did you learn about your negative self?
That he's always wrong and he's trying to make you think that you're the worst and change yourself. That the negative thoughts aren't true.
That's really good. Without any further ado, here's Weston's rap.
Weston, it's your negative self. You think you're strong, but you're small as an elf. You think you're good at basketball and great at soccer too, but you're the worst on the team. People watch you and say boo. At school, you think you're funny as a clown, but when they look at you, they all frown. You think you make others very happy, but what you really do is make them all clucky. Let's not forget how you pout and cry and dead. In eyes of others, you're not worth more than lead. What? You are wrong no matter what you say. I'm fast and smart and I'm sure you're wrong today. When I tell a joke, people laugh and all fall down. My jokes are that good, they're perfectly sound. When it comes to playing sports, you haven't got a clue. I was the fastest in soccer and my coach said that too. In basketball, I practice on my driveway every day. And I had so much fun when my team would come and play. Sure, sometimes I'm sad, and I pout and cry. But not very often, so I think you told a lie. People say I'm happy, and they like my toothless smile. So leave me alone, cause you have no style. So let's look at point and see who's on top. Positive is awesome, and negative is a flop.
Okay, next up is Lindsay's rap. So Lindsay, tell us how it was writing your rap.
It was really hard because at first I had to decide like how much I wanted to share with the world, like how vulnerable I wanted to be. It was also hard because like I could write an essay about my negative self and my positive self just fine. And it was hard to match up what I wanted to say with what rhymed and what made musical sense.
How was the process of actually creating the video?
It was kind of awkward at times because I'd be sitting somewhere rapping to myself and people would be looking at me. But it was cool to see people's reactions to my rap. Like a lot of people would be like, "Oh my gosh, Lindsay, I watched your rap battle the other day." And it would just be cool to like see what they thought about my rap.
Do you think it's been inspiring for any of your friends?
Probably. If you're watching and you were inspired, let me know. Actually, yes. Well, I don't know if it was like any of my close friends, but yeah, I do know people that were inspired by my rap battle. Hey there, girl, it's the voice inside your head. The one who tells you honest truths, don't try to get ahead. First off, you would think, being 15, you'd be brave and talk to people that you've never seen. But no, you're shy and just want to fade away. Instead of speaking up, you'd rather go instead of stay. Hold up, that's enough. While that's all true, it's not a bad thing. I don't see it like you do. I may sit back and watch and take it all in, but I notice things that others don't, and that's a big win. It's true, I don't speak up as often as others do, but when I do, it's worth the wait. You'll find it's well thought through. Wait a sec now, you're taking it too fast. You're feeling confident, but that ain't gonna last. What about dance? You love it through and through, but you know you're not as good as the people around you. When you see them practice, they are graceful and athletic, but when you look at you, you are clumsy and pathetic. Wow, good try, but that's old news. I'd compare myself to others and believe I'd always lose. But this past year, I have changed the way I think. I've been dancing for years, and I know I don't stink. I work really hard and go full out. I'm a leader on my team, and I got skills without a doubt. You try so hard, but you better think twice if you think I'm listening to your awful advice. I am beautiful and smart and a little sassy too. I've got goals and aspirations, so I don't need you.
Let's talk about your rap.
Okay.
Now, I know you decided not to share it with the whole entire world, which is totally fine, but it's amazing.
Wow, it's not true.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the process of writing it and making it?
Well, writing it was pretty fun. I had to rewrite it a lot, though. I learned that it's important to just battle out those negative thoughts and get them out of your head, because I found it really helpful just to be able to say what my negative self was thinking, but then to be able to put that positive twist on it. I would definitely recommend to write down your negative thoughts, and then just write down next to it whatever positive thoughts you think could counteract that.
Well, good job making your rap.
Thanks.
Did you like doing your rap?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you like about it?
Mommy.
Mommy, did she help you?
Yeah.
So, Lexi,
What?
do you like your naps?
Yeah.
Is it good to take naps?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get kind of sad when you don't get a nap?
Yeah.
Sometimes, huh?
What do you do when you're sad? Can you show us your sad face? What's your happy face?
I'm a little bit beat.
Yes, I'm your sleepy light. When I come out, you bear hide. I let dad and cry all the time. If you try to make me happy all this time. When I don't get sleep, you will pay. All these sad locks instead of play. I definitely had used me a nut. Most days I think and sit on that. When people meet me, oh, you, it's what they say. I'm silly and I make people laugh all day. Baby girl, when you're sneaky and ready to snap, get some milk. Time your sticky. Time for naps.
Dylan.
Hi.
So tell me, how did you like making your battle rap?
It was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
So tell me about writing it. Was it hard?
Not really. Because Dad was helping me all the time.
You decided to make your negative self pretty scary looking with makeup and everything. How come you did that? Is that just how you kind of see your negative self?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really like being a negative self because it's just not me.
Yeah, I would agree. When you started talking that way, I'm like,
I didn't really even know I could talk that way.
I didn't either. I'm glad you don't normally talk to me that way.
Normally.
Yeah, normally. Well, you did an awesome job on your rap, so good job. You guys enjoy Dylan's rap.
Hey Dylan, it's your negative self. You think you're cool, but you're really a fool. You're just a little runt, small as an ant. Your muscles are all weak. Now listen to this chant. Your biggest problem is that your heart doesn't work. Sure, your doctors helped, but the problems still lurk. On top of all of this, you make noises and jokes that annoy those around you with jabs and pokes. You run slow as a turtle, you're just not very fast. Your little brother is faster, you know that is a fact. Top of all of this, a scientist you want to be, but you just don't know enough. Give up, oh please. Let me tell you, negative self, you must be kind of lazy because your information is all wrong and it doesn't even faze you. First of all, a scientist I will definitely be. My grades in all these classes are perfect, so you see. Plus, look at my inventions. They're all over the place. In science, woodworking, and puzzles I won the race. And sure, I run slower than some others that I know, but my reading lightning fast and my knowledge packs a blow. Plus my pull-ups are amazing and I exercise every day. I climb to the top of trees and pick while I love to play. Sure, at times I am annoying, I'm 10, don't you see? But lots of times I am funny and witty and free. Your comments on my heart are a really low blow. You know I'm doing awesome, that's what the doctors know. And even if it slows me down, one day fix it again. I'll never give up, keep on trying and never give in.
So tell us a little bit about your process writing it.
It was a really cool process to write it because I was just able to recognize what was going on inside of me and put it out in front of me. And it's often a hard thing for me to recognize what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it. But being able to put it out on paper and have to write it in such a way that it rhymes and it flows really helped me kind of understand what I was feeling, what I was going through, and it just helped me become a lot more self-aware.
That's really cool. So did it just kind of come out really easily, or was it kind of hard?
Most of it came out pretty easily. When we first got the idea, I went upstairs that night and I found the song and I just started writing lyrics, and most of the times that I'd sit down, it just flowed pretty easily.
You were excited about it. You were excited to do this. Unlike some other people in our family, you were you were excited.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So what about making the actual video? How was that?
That was interesting. Most people put up a front of what they want people to see, what's really going on. So And it was hard to like accurately film, you know, what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was fun to do my best and just do whatever I did.
Well, I think you did a fantastic job.
Brandon, it's your negative self, or the part of you that you cannot ignore. Accept it, man, you don't have hope. Not a single person even thinks you're dope. You're not that big, you don't have brawn. When I look at you, I just wanna yawn. You don't have moves, look at yourself. Your coach was only picked because they pity young whelps. And let me tell you something that really struck a chord. It's close to your heart, something that you can't afford. People think of you as someone who can say no. The things that are bad no matter what you really know. There are bigger things than you that control your whole life. Why bother fighting when it just causes strife? So face my defeat of one who doesn't stand a chance to make a mark in this world, even get a glance. Are you kidding me, devil? I'm just asking why. I believe that as much as I believe pigs can fly. For one, I have a lot of friends that are real. I can count on them being there if they sure aren't surreal. May not be ripped, but at least I have my looks to charm other ladies while I sit and read my book. As for dancing goes, man, I'm not just any dancer. I've got the moves that make me stand on the dance floor. Now I know there are things that I can't control, and I know that sometimes I can put my life on hold, but my life is something worth more than fighting for, and defeat is coming for that one who's rotten to the core. No matter what you say, it won't turn me down. I'm a child of God who's made to rule this town. It's funny that you think that because I know you really well. You have about as much worth as a broken bell. When you need to talk to someone, will they understand? Will they just laugh at you and make you feel bland? Now let's look at those who you really care for. All you do is break their heart, then slam the door. Even when you care for them, you can't keep them near, and you'll just end up hurting them and making them feel tears. How is quarantine gonna spread you really low? You're in a cloud of darkness, can't even see the foe. You gotta face the truth when it's staring right at you. You're stuck where you are, ain't getting any better. I will admit, you sure know me well, but you only know one side of me, the side that doesn't sell. I have people around me, and they're on my team. We all support each other and help us to be free. It's true that quarantine's been hard, but that is how we grow. How can I improve if I'm never at a low? Despite my struggles that I have, I will never stop. To be the man that I know will always reach the top.
Hey. Frosty.
Okay, now we have Jennifer. So, walk me through your process of trying to create your positive self and your negative self. How did that go?
It was interesting as I was trying to think through all of my negative thoughts, and I had to kind of decide which ones I wanted to tackle for the battle rap. And as I was thinking about it and the way they sound in my head, that's kind of how my negative character emerged. She's kind of a perfectionist. And she always has something critical to say about the way I do things, which can be kind of spontaneous and colorful, maybe unorganized and fun, and she always has something negative to say about all of that. It was a lot easier to write than what I thought it would be. It just kind of spilled out on paper, and I wrote my negative self first. And after it all came out, I was really, really sad because I had, vocalized all of these negative thoughts, given her a character in my head, and put it out on paper, and it was like, wow.
Got a lot of negativity swimming around in there.
Got a lot of negativity, and that was just a few of my thoughts. There's more.
Yeah.
So, but then it was very empowering to go through the process of writing the positive side and just being like, you know what? Either the things that she has to say are just outright not true, or she's spun things to be very negative, and my positive self can take those same things and find the positive side. There's always positive. We can always find positive in ourselves. So I think it's just what we're going to focus on. Get in the car. Get in the car. Come on. All right, we're gonna chat. We gotta talk about this. because it's not cool. Hey, Jen. Well, you know me. I'm the voice inside your head. Don't try to disagree. I take the opportunity to make you feel doubt on your choices, your abilities, and what you're thinking about. Let's see. We'll start with you being just a mom. You would think just having one job you could ace and be the bomb. But no, you're not good enough. You can't stay organized. You've got clutter, you're forgetful, and you don't prioritize. There are things in your life that you know you need to do, but you're so busy helping others, there's no time to help you. No matter how you try, you'll never be enough. Just keep swimming upstream, you'll just drown in all this stuff. Alright, my sad friend, let's just take a step back. You have a lot to say, but you're totally off track. You know being a mom was always my dream, and I may not always win, but I've got the greatest team. Oh, and by the way, being a mother or a father, it's like 50 jobs in one, so no more shame, don't even bother. I can cook delicious dinners, clean and organize things too. I can shop and teach and play and drive in circles around you. I am independent, kind, hard-working, and fun. I know how to shop for deals, fix owies, and run. I may not be perfect at the things I try to do, but I try really hard, and each day I can improve. Before I let this go, let me bring up just two more. You've got lots of insecurities in case you're keeping score. Your singing voice is nice, but over the years, you've known it's mediocre and you've shed a lot of tears. Why did you get a voice degree in college when you know that compared to all of them, your singing doesn't show? Add to that your YouTube channel. Why did you ever think that folks would want to watch it when it really kind of stinks? Your editing is basic and your content is boring. Why would people want to watch when they end up just snoring? About the videos, that's not the reason why we make them in the first place, so don't even try. We have thousands of people whose lives we have touched with a message of family fun and games and such. That message is so awesome and will continue to spread, so we will press on and you can get out of my head. Now about my singing voice, what you say is true, that I've struggled through the years with comparison and you. I may not be the best or considered number one, but so many people tell me they feel joy when I am done. I've had so many chances to use this God-given gift. I'll keep singing from my heart to inspire and uplift. In the end, you have no power, and believe me when I say, God made me who I am, and He loves me every day.
So up next is Justin's battle rap. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your whole process of coming up with your positive self and your negative self?
Well, I pretty much just tried to follow the process that Wayne Brady had, where he said basically came up with a script, and in that process really tried to understand who were my characters. And what I found was that my negative self, it was kind of hard to figure out what was my negative self. Was it kind of somebody who's very much more like cynical and negative and kind of trying to tear me down? What I ultimately landed on is that my negative self isn't mean to me or all that critical. It's more kind of fearful and scared and timid. And so I really tried to play that out in my character. And I think it actually ended up turning out better than I thought in terms of like getting into character and relating to that character that's trying to have those fearful thoughts. I would have liked to have spent more time on my positive self to really try to understand more like what exactly is that positive self and bring that out even more.
You were committed to that
That's
negative self.
I think over the years I've gotten past a lot of just the traditional negative self stuff. I'm okay with my body image. I've gotten past the point where I'm not obsessed over what other people think about me. And so a lot of those traditional ones I've kind of gotten past. And so it took a little more work to figure out what does that negative self really say? What does it do? And what those thoughts are. And so it was really helpful going through this exercise and recognizing, oh, that's what my negative self sounds like. That's what it is. And so now when I feel those thoughts coming in, it's been a little bit easier to identify and say, that is my negative self talking to me.
Without further ado, here is Justin's battle rap.
I see you looking at a really long list, and your face is all contorted and you're making a tight fist. Clearly something wrong, so let's hear it. Let's air your concerns and get over it.
It's my list of things Justin should think about. Things that could go wrong or problems he needs to figure out. The list is really long, so he will need all day if we are going to ever go the right way.
I also have some things I want him to think, so let's see what you've got and if we're all in sync.
First, there are the kids. They are not turning out perfect. Justin needs to fix it so they don't have any defects.
What do you mean? These kids are all amazing. Smart and funny, kind and sweet, athletic, and love playing.
Sure, I'll hand it to you. What you say most of the time is true, but you and I both know that they're not perfect through and through. I love them all so much and I want the best for them. I want them to be perfect, their life to be so grand. I need to help Justin keep them under control so they always choose the right, no matter what the toll. I have to point out all the mistakes and every flaw. That's how they'll get better, plus lay down the law.
Well, I'll hand it to you. I see you've thought this through. I know your intentions are good, and know I love them too. I also want the best in all they say and do, but can I take a minute to rethink this with you? When you parent out of fear, your fears will come true. They might otherwise, but that's not up to you.
If you really want these kids to thrive and be strong, sometimes you have to let them choose, even when they're wrong.
You can love them and teach them and show them the way, but let them try alone and be there if they stray. You can be the best example and show them how it's done and make sure that they know about their Father above. And in the end, they'll thank you that you gave them a choice and trusted them with options and helped them find their voice. I know this isn't easy, it never has been, but follow this advice and you are sure to win.
Maybe I'll give Justin a break today, but it's scary thinking about how far they can stray.
Yes, I know it is, but they're growing up. And someday they'll leave and your control you give up. So you can either learn to help them think on their own or regret that you stalled, fretted, postponed. Influencing with love, kindness, and compassion is a price worth paying and so much fun.
Why did you bring up prices, payments, and money? You know this is a sore spot. This isn't very funny. My fear section is long, from 6 to 10.99. Money causes me stress. It's always on my mind. We don't have enough. The expenses never end. Food and clothes, dance and braces, they all just want to spend. Justin's like a wallet. That's all they want from him. He'll never make enough for them to be popular with their friends.
I'm so sorry that you feel this way, that it causes you stress every day. But let me put this in a little different light to see if what you think really is right.
As you know, families have wants and needs. This family is no different. They have done no misdeeds. The kids are well balanced. They've learned to work hard. They keep their wants in check. You don't need to be on guard. And let us not neglect to see the bigger trend. They love him as a father and see him as a friend. That's a tough balance for anyone to strike. But he has done it. That's something you have to like. Let's not nitpick Justin over the expenses and the money. He'll keep the cash flowing for his kids and little honey.
Now you've gone too far. You know that is a lie. He up and quit his job to chase a dream that's pie in the sky. And now I never know where the money's coming from. How to pay the bills and not become a bum. It makes me so nervous. It makes me so scared. I want to know with certainty success is in the air. I've got to let him know he's a worthless silly slob, so he'll stop this nonsense and get a steady job.
Wow, I can really see this has you scared. An uncertain future and you feel despair. Your intentions are good, but let me give you some hints. Entrepreneurship is not a path for wimps, and our buddy is not dumb and he prepared for this. He invested and saved so that he won't miss. Plus, you know Justin, he rises to the top of every job he takes. He's never been a flop. He'll figure this one out, it's a guarantee. Cut him some slack, he'll fly when you set him free. We really hope you enjoyed all those battle raps. We were so happy with our kids for doing them. It takes a lot of bravery. Put down in the comments some of the negative thoughts that you've had, or which one you related to the most, and maybe how you've overcome that negative thought. Anyway, thank you very much, and if you like this, please feel free to subscribe, like this video, and maybe share it with others that you think might benefit from some of these messages.